You see, you draw several letters from May, about 17 May, thereabout. You draw several letters to Assembly, you know, say there's some pressing issues, you say, or more addresses are issues, no. It is more sanitation issues, boiler, means assembly, or more need public restrooms, these are also the way they dispose of waste, and so all of these things are problems in the market. Almost security, you cannot cost and they've addressed these concerns to the local government. Assembly, they say, only they are informed, they've not seen what is happening. But there are any money say, I'm going to renovations, or magazine run about, and I'm going to renovations, no run about. Which means Assembly has money to spend, but priorities, no market for no problem. See, I know. And Auntie Agi is a very strong leader, market woman on Mukui Madano, very, very strong woman. But say MC, you know, threatening say he will drag them to court if they claim say Tiasa taxes in beam. But it say Minuako agreement say Metia taxes, my taxes no first say market no. And for several years, Metia scan every time. More increasing tax cry you go to. But to fix the market, we say no they but the runabout this why should I continue paying the taxes? Because don't mean try me the all the taxes here. And I'm seeing the problems. My will say you're not concerned about that, and you want me to continue paying. The MC will say he's going to drag them to court. And now Auntie Agi, the market woman will say she's a leader of the market traders. And if you take anyone to court, you have to take her first to court. But it's my MC no warning. And this is not the warning, this is a promise. If he doesn't know and he touches any of the market women in Mankasim, we will show him what it means in the preamble of the Constitution. Time our Constitution say all power resides with the people. We will show him the true meaning of that text in there. And say, I dare him this morning. Say he should do all of that nonsense. Or can say, oh yeah, MC into to me. Touch any of the Mankasim market traders and we'll teach you what it means in the preamble of the Constitution, that all power resides with the people. This is all I say for them this morning. But last letter, we'll send it. But it's about time we start teaching our elected representatives. Say, power resides with the people. And I am more to me. It's not the other way around. Until we've elected you, we've put you into power. Does not mean you can throw your weight around and be issuing ultimatums to the people. How dare you? Does he understand what a democracy is? That is the people who creates the law. The people are the law. Until we've elected you, then you think, say, because you're in power, then you can throw your weight around and show. I'm telling him again. Touch any of the market women and we'll teach you what it means in the Constitution, that all power resides with the people. Titi, let's move from that one. But that's a fair warning to him. He should do what he wants with it. But I told him, if he touches any of the market women, anyway. Titi, on to other matters. You say you're cocaine budget, or China. I like that part. Because Titi, it's time we get serious in this country. Me, I don't want to complain again. So I rant in this I've officially stopped it, yes. Because for about 2 years I've been on this show, every single time we talk about the problems, solutions. But nothing is being done about it. And for how long will we continue talking? Almost kind budgets not China, no problem. But inflation this year is almost is not 100% being, but about down to about 90 BB. No problem. Titi, what it means with inflation is and Kanyama obey to me at 100 CDs last time. No, see, I know if inflation has gone to 100%, no. Let's just say the auto did 200 CDs to me, no. Now you have to get 200 CDs to buy that. Right. The only 500 CDs better, no. See, I know I say only 1,000. But when say in all of these things, no, Titi, to me catch me say in the last 2 months, you increase your salary. You can't tell me that. And I say you increase your salary by what percentage? And see, if you need 200 CDs to buy what you used to buy for 100 CDs, and you're still taking your salary today, what is the use of that salary? And see, for everybody wants to see how much you are getting, no, let's say convert your salary into dollars, and then you check your smoothness level. Yes, OBJ 5,000. I say yes. We divide that 5,000 no, by the exchange rate, and you see exactly how much you are making.
There's a coins. What's your coins?
And yes, about 5,000 no, but I'm saying over 60% of the people who are working in Ghana today are not making even the 1,000.
That one is true.
Yes. And And she said, oh, 1,000 cedis and not 2,000 cedis. Me say divided by exchange rates, and then look at where you are standing. Because dollars, say, you find $1 and put 10 cedis. Now, 1,000. It means 1,000 divided by the 10. No, just about $100. $100. Now, $100 is the Bob Brow Accra. Now, rent car, you're saying, your airtime with data. You're saying, transportation, buy, food in buy. And then coffee broke man, and coffee broke man. Yes. Thank you very much. And see, soaking.
But they're not to turn. And Katia.
This is Katia back by 1 CD.
Now, first, near turn 1 CD. But I know 5 CDs.
In case you know, you're to 20 pesos inside.
And 1 CD, 2 CD.
Yeah. And see, I don't care what they're going to read tomorrow. That's not my business. Because I'm looking at the direct implication for the Ghanaian, the ordinary Ghanaian on the street. Say, I'm better brofo. I am brofo. Kase ni sa figures ni percentage ni GDP ni sanama. What does it translate into the ordinary Ghanaian's lifestyle? What is the standard of living of the ordinary Ghanaian? I don't hear me. It's what they're going to do tomorrow. There's not my business. I don't care. They're going to tickle themselves. My friend, intellectual masturbation. Yeah, they're going to just tickle themselves, laugh about it, and then they come out. But so come market or China, and you go and check the real market prices of the commodities that Ghanaians survive on. We say it does not translate. It's not related. And see, I don't care what's going to happen tomorrow, but this is to the Ghanaian on the street. Every time you bekasa, I don't know if it goes down well with the people, and I say they don't understand what we mean, because Usha MPP Prime is almost here. If you look at the turnout and the way people were involved in it, you ask her, after all of those things, what is the benefit to you, the ordinary man? It will be about to say, I'm buying that was so, I'm buying that was so. Meanwhile, Mukasa Ria, I say, Chairman, who 50 B mommy. And so, what buying that was so? But you're asking, you're still begging. What's the essence of what buying I was so? What's the essence? And so, we've gone past the partisan issues here. I really wish Ghanaians will understand these issues and pay good attention to it. It's not about partisan issues any longer. Because filling station who got fuel, you bisa wo party card.
Yeah.
Who got hostel, who got security services, no. You bisa say wo party card wo henfa. No. After 7 December every election year, we all become ordinary Ghanaians. Every single one. Whether MPP, NDC, CPP, whichever one it is, after election day, all of us come back to the default setting, saying, you're Ghana for. And see, when we're dealing with developmental issues, things are going to impact us after elections. We shouldn't be about election or party colors. There be. And so I'm looking for the day Ghanaians will get to that point and say, yes, let's deal with the issues nationalistic. And yes, partisan issues. No, let's deal with it as a people. Say, what are we in? And so yes, we're going to read the budget tomorrow. They'll tell you about inflation and all of those things. Yeah, kind budget to say, yeah, kind manifesto. We shall, we will, we are going to. I know your future tense, but they can't tell you what the real state of the economy is right now and what we are going to do in the short term. And then let me just bash and run through. Let's say over the weekend, sometime last week, here a mama say he's going to introduce a 24-hour economy. And I've monitored the debates. I've seen different stances on these issues. But Titi, sometimes what's national discussions on national issues in Ghana? It's very ebuwabim. Yeah, because in 2023 you expect the level of education in the system should have been at a certain point. Say discuss national issues. It should be on a certain standard. Until Obi about or say obey 24-hour economy. People are applauding and say it's a good idea, yes. And then some people are also arguing against it, say, and a good idea and all of that. But let's look at this thing ideally. There are already some institutions in Ghana on 24-hour service. To say essential services, say healthcare services. You see, almost every hospital you find in Accra, whether government or public, most of them run 24 hours. Yes, and that's a 24-hour service they're running. So it be more to say fire service, police. Those people are around the clock, 24-hour service, right? Yes. The reason why so-called 24-hour economy is a good thing, necessary. If you have factories or you have farms, farms that are producing the raw materials to supply factories. So what's our establishments are? It's good to run 24 hours to meet the demand. For instance, maybe a rice farm. After planting, we'll harvest the rice and now we'll process it, now we'll bag it. And the way Ghanaians consume rice, we consume a lot of rice. And it's also your import bill for rice alone is nearly in the billions. Yes. BBC say people, the demand for rice is very high. Yeah. You can run a 24-hour shift on that, on the farm and the factory. So the production will be ongoing. Say surplus crowd, but to me exported the surplus. That's how the 24-hour economy would have benefited us. But so also the structure of Ghana economy is the formal sector is less than 40%. The informal sector is the larger part of it. And the informal sector, market traders, the farmers, where most of the production is happening is the informal sector. And it's on a small scale, right? And if you look at the formal sector that they are trying to run as a 24-hour economy, the productivity of that sector is very little, negligible. And what we have expected is rather improve upon the informal sector, bring all of those people into the mainstream, now formal sector. And say your formal sector going up to about 60% or 70%. Now, and no 24-hour service, that's when we can see increased productivity. But as it stands right now, most of the formal sector is just a small sector of the population. Okay. And if you're going to make that a 24-hour service, you will have more people working, but you'll find that productivity will still be low, and the incomes will still be low. And what's the effect of that issue? Okay. And just say about the say and you're going to run a 24-hour economy and leave it there. No, there's a lot of planning that goes into these things. But this is instrumental. A try the way or more leading and how they think. And Osoria Wabe some promise. He doesn't even understand what he's proposing to the people. But because it's easy to fall into the sloganeering, easy slogan, I bet you go say, you're going to run a 24-hour economy. Without understanding the factors that go into playing into the success of a 24-hour economy. Okay, right. And yes, like I'm saying, I'll wrap up with saying again, I want Ghanaians, especially the youth, to be very discerning. So see, I know, this is not the time for party A, party B, SM Derby. Understand, if you've been voting since 92, it means you've gone through about 4 election cycles. We've seen different parties come into play, MPP and NDC, 16 years, each of them. But who say whether you are in MPP or NDC, what is the effect of you voting for either parties up to today? What have the parties done for you as a Ghanaian today? And going forward, we cannot continue playing the partisan card. It has to be a Ghana card first. So we are Ghanaians first, so our interest has to be Ghana first. Going forward, this is what I want the Ghanaian people to start addressing, start thinking about, and then we can start solving some of these problems. Okay. See, thank you.
Ivan remember to video be am person be ma innocent answer. And see producer otu for video no I ready na wo dia to movie abomaden fa ba omi ade no to asoma me why. Nti patcho ya mo doctor ba omi ade na say wi ane do to for the na to aso.
Let's look at what will benefit our people. I have been selected partly because I'm a Muslim. So I'm selected because I'm one of you. I'm not representing myself, I'm representing all of us. So please support. Let us make a difference in Ghana in our generation. Thank you very much for your and what will benefit our people. Let's look at what.
Anyway, I am Dr. Bamudu Baumia, flag bearer for the new Patriotic Party, and I want a new animal cremo focus here and was say, on your cremonity no to abandon the man say on your flag bearer. It's who asem honoma innocent become wasem kaka. But to for the no say ready innocent to for the no. We are the no besase.
And then I funny no be a board for in so. Sikano ne hia wo mu ni ba ye so cement ya koto we koto ma fa ni ba ni nyina so ya sika de be ye and then it ya was here fiti ase ye so and na wo ma me sidi ba ko maje wo ma me 100 series maje e kira mesa maje so ye de gum na ye nsa be pega so sansa asma de so se no ma me ani amre ni anya Muja kadaba ne was sit down with you. So, and she says, no, the one, yet 3 years are profanity and a down hoarding. So, Nemuno said, so, and she was said, and then it's and no antenna frame, because me, I'm Madame de Chumanoff when not so, as we tell you here near there, is you must say, men not free Semuba and one of you, men not free Sebiba and one of you, so in free Nina, I am never. So eti enyina ya hospital no. The one can't choose us at the phone call there. Media hope na chichi man. So media hope enyina kan ho na chichi asantimai. So me na nanum ya dia hope tra. So enti obi free aba ya je no abakan ho. Obi free aba no aje no abakan ho. Enyina afia ya ha na baba. So tie enyina ya sede se wo se ye mani. So enti masem tie me bano wa twabo sika na wosinya ye defiti ase ombe bia kan na ye di gum omse be kire ko ye de be faso so me nana ba ko just go oba me ho na me kaso me hwade ma oba ya na se no se nana ene hospital so no ko nim se we aba na me pese o ma me ko ye maternity e bi kakra so yeah me bra ga be ka cho na ko na ayi no me ba no fan church maternity one no awoka nyina na kwese obe ya mama so andra na dum one no bells na makom no de me akọ na me fa block ni nyina ese ne kai 1.2 million me fa no mai so adia so now say me dase so andra no ana nana ba ko so me frame me wantimi ama wo ho osana ya ka che me ntimi so ba na ma bebe na me so fa block ba ko no mai so and I'm here sisi kan 1.2 million dollars unti menya nam dia ya so and unti ni bani bi afiti ase a chedo wo nya $1 million no wo benya 100 cedis farmer me so ayo ya kan ni na bo mo ibenya gale ibenya ses kanai so eti wo 150 ni maji na jo wo kese zo bi se so maji aka so na be nyina ya hwe ya na ye enti William Minister bato kakra mbeka ya no monta ka baji discount bi ama me munya baji e fo nyina baji bi ama me so compost mo adan wo nyina mo baji discount bi dia brem so na me ka che mo ni mre na mo hwa ye so asan kra ya mo dadodo so
microphone ya anya ne ntaba nka asem beba enti otu foro no Innocent
dedi kan ma mencha otie for na menka se activism is part of democracy. Activism, advocacy, they are essential component or essential aspect of defense of democracy. And over the years, and I think there's what follow politics elsewhere, even in America. Martin Luther King Jr. and as a foreign now in your president, no more way, but the kind of activism and advocacy so more and they were able to rally the people behind them. And at the end of the day, a lot of changes happened in America. I remember there was a time he ran to his father, Martin Luther Sr. and Okache said, the rate at which Abrofunu treaty blacks, on your happy, but I didn't see that papa ain't me be emfa na munkro for no consistently no more subject or more to this racial profile and a whole lot of stuff. And then the papa catch and say, no change is sudden. And I think that a Tony team and advocacy in as for no goose here the obayena and US on their holiday calendar. I think Martin Luther King Day or Omunile celebrated a kind of impact through advocacy and activism in American defense democracy or man's more democratic journey. So what is happening here? No, I am not sure. Say, kasakeke making impact. You see that it's quite subtle. You might not feel it, but you see, Juma. I'm telling people, say politics yesterday cannot be same as politics today. But the ordinary and the average mind, consistently, exposed to some kind of information. Otherwise, platform this new social media platforms in Maya, and other platforms are quite available. Information flow, so it's up to you to listen and then process. Now one can make informed choices and decisions based on that. So the make those of us in this advocacy, don't give up. Let's keep on. Obviously, let's. Yes, but because there be a meka, to mean throw and sat in the air and say near margin samuntino sabi obian concorda. And I did kind of Miss Fanco Holy Family Hospital Techiman, Dr. Miao, on a medical director or hospital, who can do a lucid mammy. And yes, and I think that Baby will be a Mechiano and a Marita and Tino and there's some more shedding. Nido Komankasim Medo Kumase. Okay. I think there's a OTA or Tumfo video no or appeal for say a month Kumase Asante people should donate say Yambua Nayenche Yenya Confanochi Yela. I think there's a whole video on the surface. I think there is a good call because on what Tanasia who said the Mamu for Okumasia hospital the major facility will be access health care a hawk and our corner. It's in a deplorable state, and there is the need for them to do bibi. Omonya bibi mfa ho sabi ebetimi affect the hospital na aputu in the state sabi ebe affect modern standard because Confanoche Hospital na isi wono. It is a modern hospital in a medieval infrastructure. Modern hospital. Akwa say phone that would share case munum.
What the house of flash
home, but the phone screen na papa in as for but we are housing into sana kwa the era na wom no a demand for modern defense way but infrastructure na si wono is so dilapidated say any senka edu that particular standard same way and the bia ya platform so ya can say there is the need for us to call on government. Say, yeah, yes, oh yeah, no, oh yeah. Unfortunately, I keep telling people, say, everybody in a position of influence, be with the capacity to call on government. Say, yeah, baby, because abandon the word to me. Whenever you have a position of influence, be you have to place that clarion call on power welders. Say, at least, on the fixed things for the good of society. But these people very often, when they are sick, they have access to foreign medical facilities, and very often they travel out and they go. But you see, they always come a time. The only option you have, the facilities there. Because what you are now collapse is I never heard you could plane take it. You can answer yo. The same facility no man yadoko. So enunti and komunina kaya hon now the kind of no cry ya kachira ban said there is the need for us to fix the dilapidated medical infrastructure na hano and the health system na air crumble no and oko kumanse cry I think that there are examples I betimi aye anka I was expecting senka utum for be call on government and na kufuado or no akasa na damfo sanana afari hospital na esiwo no it's a modern hospital Nema woman ya modern equipment in as if we ya just facility no at ho rot away kumase. Nobody is saying anything to government, and President now has consistently proven that he doesn't give a damn about that particular state, and he has taken the people for granted because he knows very well say do about because Napoka say Kumasi adomu here na MPP ya fancy t-shirt. So if the kind of mentality the people, the government will take you for granted is the reason why all modern hospital a state of the art facility in Nasefwa, Yakasa ye opins here na a bit your care. Far superior than even what Fenza Confanoche is offering. So who is calling on government at least this hospital is here and the same thing these are more ultra modern hospitals almost because it was built by the previous government John Mahama and as a these facilities has been in the bushes for almost 8 good years. Ghana sika na yade ye yo John Mahama ankwanko don odi ni sika ye Ghana sika ye bi na odi ye so say what bad the best thing you do say wonye ba bia akra Kumase na aye ba bia aye or Florida much of your vote free, and if you have respect for the people, the only thing you can do for them is to ensure that particular hospital who put amana ya juma sebe nipa. But enam hypocrisy in asefwa your politics in nobody is talking about this. And nobody is even calling on government say I'll fix this particular hospital because when you started on this platform, Captain Smart and then the camera say call her said you could cab near money in our buy and I think him for him penny for more Kumasi Jijin because Captain Smart is here some quiet for the hospital and others alcohol yes you go until her. It is the people that are benefit. So when we started this particular conversation, and I gave him for him penny for the man or two catch up by and say there is the need for us because after all, if nothing at all, we vote or we know we are seeing the MP winya at the winning power in the Hana winner free. The people there deserve respect. And then I'm telling the people, you see, so our political power. Na say o yen cheap. na se nipa no ehu se sabi wan kasa tumi na wo no kra no wu so abra wu mfa wadwen ka ho and we ya obe na dwen se wato watuaka is the reason why ne oko Ashanti regional the major area MPP nya the vote the Akufo-Addo government has been in power for almost 80 good years. Pontificate a single monumental project ya ni Kumasi abetimi aka kire me say commiserating with a kind of support in as far omodemano. All the major projects in the Ashanti region was done by the NDC government. I said, Omunya vote from her. And they are buying a war banner. Sabi unkro for Omunya vote to flew her. And then a wire her. President call her yet Samuel Tune and himself Sabi a crown crass on your mom. Or catch your Moseko Krumutine or the do one say on to Manapa Fasha Num. And that is the kind of cheeky statement he gave it out there. So I said the obey be a fire and what would you show is one of the options. You see, this is your nipa omu. He doesn't have any respect for you because wafa cheap on him say eduru about wada mere emotions, tribal sentiment, that kind of ethnocentric supremacy no and ayeko gina so dia kwakoto aba or you are not going to look at whether infrastructure wise no amount in terms of where because Sauhe Kumasi is a business town and people there are really into trading in as a forum. And then go to Kumasi. I'm telling you, said the whole place, has turned into a modern day village because Udru Kroma traffic in Kwa go Kumasi and easy. That was the last time I was going to Sunyana. I keep telling people you can spend about 5 hours in Kumasi. Now went me and get out to Sunyana and I say Kumasi. Why? Because the town is choked. But Senka Nipano Mohone Abaimum penny for about a lot of Akufo-Addo's appointees from Kumasi, they wield enormous powers. They sit at cabinet. So can't anybody look at the president and tell him that there is the need for us to at least build a road that bypass Kumasi so that whoever going to Sunyane or whoever going to Tamale or we know will not pass through Kumasi town, but rather will bypass traffic in town or a bit easy. Sadnema when you nipam transe mini and I yade akomane sabi emotions politics because yade ya wuyatum yade ya mamane ya nananum party yamuno until the party who say wa foul la until the open or the bayo and it's the reason why this particular challenge I first time I could do a for anima or beg the people of Kumasi say but ask yourself say how sustainable is this venture? Yes, it's good. I am not condemning say or be stressed for and I know the Kumasi people are very generous enough say when it comes to some of these things they will. But ask yourself say how sustainable is this particular thing? When we can call on the government to do the right thing because Nipan Oboye there are a lot of problems in Kumasi. Then what we have shown the way. Then next time, if there is a problem, then you go and ask the people again. Then you are leaving the government off the hook when the government has a responsibility because Nipa to Abamano, they have the resources. Ask yourself, say, dear no modia yantia no moko swami. Or say chairman's and then as a phone indeed a domain so way for Swami interchange. Go to Kumasi and look at what has been done there. Absolutely nothing. So the whole Kumasi na Sabi and the next to Accra. Man for expecting some development to be because of my Numa Sam Ayesno. A Senate city. What I say, there is absolutely nothing I'm putting for so I don't know what the motivations are, but I'm telling people say, yes, I am for any partisan politics, but I am for any politics. Let me put it on record. There is no law, there is no principle, there is no value anywhere that the bar any chief say money yet. Offense politics. You can do politics, partisan politics, and in politics we all have a stake in it. Say near one a couple near 1 to 1 can one on Toson Case, and let me your hand make a sabi or I'm for a you have a role, you represent people, the interests of the people no must be key. Now you representing a young Kanwasem, Sabaya, Nipano Duru, Musa Abino Air Bibia, or Moan Casaquano on their own voluntary, no Sabi. But when the people become convinced that abani a tip on cost or buying sabi or just cannot find sabi where people are supposed to do normal business people will devise way of circumventing those processes. One of key way I am Momo. Captain Smart and Tanaka say Momo Nyebida. Why? Because he's trying to circumvent the fact say, oh yeah, abayin benyasika, ko onimsa abayin sika na onfa nyansa sem, sanse mununa mo onomo omonde kwa kodi. So if that is the case, normal process, the people are trying to circumvent. It shows that Abino is not doing the right thing. And the people in a position of influence like him for I said, 2 million as for almost sorry, Casa. Never understand why is Kumasi asking for a paltry $10 million? ekura chrome how gold in the honey to free and this can nipa tenase aka say gold no ye fe na free oboase na free kumasi na free enti answer na be kwana yen set up Ashanti gold fund enti a certain percentage of whatever amount of money gold will be free habiano a certain percent should be paid into that fund. Ebasa sikane be kosoro ama oboase for boys anya adwuma ye kumase amanfo benya adwuma ye but when you know obi amfa ha because eba royalties na se for no ye na ye bedidi ame peche ye tu kwan a amanfo be soro de achi aboy baba de na se for ye be ko hospital ye de ma be ko school abrochire we live good na se for no and that is enough whether the people are good or not we don't give a damn. I think it's a shame because we all have a role in this.
Let me ask a question.
Okay.
Inti innocent entity any Ghana for are you trying to tell me say enne it's a say otumfo be call her akobisa say almost say at least 100 cedis simple beg otumfo begging people to raise funds? Are you telling me say if otumfo makes that same request to all the mining companies in Ashanti, say he wants them to fix Konfalonse Teaching Hospital, you think it will not happen or it cannot happen?
Oh, it can.
So instead of he begging the people who have already been overburdened with taxes, you know, to come and make donations, why doesn't he ask those people to fulfill their corporate social responsibilities? Isn't that simple to do?
That is what you do. Because we need, even baby, such companies exist. You've heard this Alphabet company, the parent company of Google. Your friends say Mountain View, California, and sa environment na a design social corporate responsibility for the people around that particular area now benefit sometimes internet and as for them becomes an option sabi you can access free because land so no more any ade bia be free ba negative the people there no na sabi ye fence we betimi suffer the consequences the immediate people close so you need to take care of them. Last time ni ko oboase bae catch the kind of toxic exposure the people oboase enya. So the only benefit these people are getting from mining a disease, death, and your friend saying unemployment and whole lot of stuff. And you at Nema we have powerful chiefs. They've demonstrated that they are really powerful. They have what it takes to move into these particular issues. It doesn't lie with me only to come and sit here and be talking about all this. But we have people who wield the real powers, who can move in and say that we need to do things right. We need to make sure say gold na yetu no oboase no a certain percentage of whatever amount will be retained for oboase people. At least the bia nyuma amount for benya bia it has gotten to a point that even if you are team ground they can no longer live there. Oboase the whole Oboase place is becoming uninhabitable. You can't live there. You tehwa sabi o liver o kidney na se for ni nyina exposed to toxic materials na se for and the probability say obewu is quite high. So enti mpanimfo no mo ho no enya husa ade we say politicians na nwe na enti ahemfo enya husa ade we. I think say going forward we all have a stake in this politics. It doesn't matter whether the person in power is your friend or not. No kran ba bi e dan yemfan to ho na yanka said Abai should go and fix the hospital. This is a major hospital. The cost involved, everything is rotting away. So nobody is worried about the fact that Afari Hospital has been there for years and nobody is working on it. The chiefs are not interested. They cannot call on Akufo-Addo to go and do something about it. $10 million yes, he can do something, but that will not solve our problem because say you do Ghana for who said sometimes you not even ask the people. Go to South Korea in 1997. You face massive financial financial crisis. Do you know what happened? How transparent government and how good they've been with the people, and they realized that the economic challenges South Korea was facing then was real, was genuine, and you'll be away. Nipana da said, obi o gold woni fie. People line up. We are not the gold. They all damn on ba. They line up and gave those things to government. Sabe yon betim dia akwa settle mo debt with the IMF in 1997, 1998. This is the act of nationalism coming from the people when they realized the government was doing the right thing. But we are talking about the government that consistently and say your friends of last house no moody. Sometimes we begin to wonder whether Akran more mine and say obi anitia say no more mine and nema say mpanimfo omote nchen say we mbeka nyansasem akere aban no also no doing anything at the end of the day where lies the future of this country if the hypocrisy and this kind of double standard and ye di bu oman na oman future we hefa mo de mo passport na asefo metimi travel out o na eda yade be bo wa obeda wo mpaso no a sabi wani ni ho no wani bete no not the same hospital na sabi e wo dilapidated we ne ho na oda
ni welcome ba me ade na say otumfo de na ya
otumfo de na nka me nka ho asem but so me questions get me bisa because like innocent Ekano, if the Ashanti region is the mining hub for gold especially and as you see and also share the whole continent Ghana is the #1 producer of gold the whole Africa it took gold crack chain South Africa and I'm just asking say Inter say Otumfo Beba out best stress say you raise $10 million to fix Confederation Teaching Hospital. He has several options. He been saying one, Otumfo can give a direct ultimatum to the government say Omumbi Afari Hospital because it's completed and it's fit for service. So $10 million you don't need up to $10 million to make Afari operational. You need a fraction of that amount. Until it will be more feasible in the shortest possible time to open Afari Hospital rather than fixing or renovating Confederation Teaching Hospital. Until you should make the call in the right direction and say government should open Afari Hospital and bring it up to speed, open it for service. Second thing is all the mining companies that are on Otumfo's land, he can give the directive to those companies to execute their or to honor their corporate social responsibilities. And he said 2 or 3 of those mining companies alone can foot the bill to renovate Afari. Can foot the bill to renovate Confederation Teaching Hospital. Why is he not making the call to those companies, but he's looking to make the call to the Ghanaian citizens in Kumasi who are already overburdened with taxes? And yes, if you're asking people to contribute 100 cedis today, how many people can even bring that up? And then survive hand to mouth. It is not like the people don't want to do it, no, but and those who are making the most out of this, you're asking them to relax for the ordinary. No, Otumfo should revisit his notes. I've given him 2 options that he can consider. He should make those calls. And then to wrap up with Baumia Diano. Titi, I've said it already. He said these guys are clueless from the beginning. And then I yes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. I mean, I'm just wrapping up on these things, yes. And the least said about Baumia and the rest of them, the better, because these are people who have been in government. And yes, I think I'm more back government. They've been in government. We've seen what they can do and what they cannot do. And then I'll be catching me say you're voting man will be a man, you do this, you do that. And we've seen what you've been able to do. And there's no hope with these guys. We know what they're able to deliver. I don't think we should even waste our time discussing them. But the Aminebe cousin say, we the so-called progressives who have always been complaining about how Ghana could be better, presenting alternative ideas to these clueless lot. It's about time, say, we will organize ourselves and present ourselves as a team that can really handle or manage the affairs of Ghana. This is what we need to be presenting to the Ghanaian people, not discussing the failure of these people, which we already know.
Okay, Ivan, wrap it up on Baumia.
The idea that Baumia is contesting for president, me say it's an insult to every intelligent mind in this country. The idea that Baumia is contesting to be president is an insult to every intelligent mind. Aside the gullible masses and what there you see everything goes in. But if you are very intelligent, really intelligent, now I follow Ghana politics for quite a while. Now what is how things have played out in this particular country. You see that this whole politics is becoming a joke because you see the MPP shot itself in the belly, not even in the head, when they decided to go for Baumia and others when they were contesting for those things. Because we are talking about a guy with the terrible track record to the extent that Ghana for Krampus on Behuno. Look at the way this guy and Akufo-Addo have messed up with this particular country. And now you have the gut and the audacity. That is an insult. I just don't want to hear. Vision Bang. Vision Bang. This is a guy, you're placing economic management team. He is the one who has been in charge of the managing this particular economy. Look at the state of the economy. The economy is in tatters. It's been shredded because of their incompetence and cluelessness. Here we are. Go back and listen to Nsemana about John Mahama in 2016. The tweets are all over. And look at the current state. Ghana, for the first time, you declare bankruptcy. All the rating agencies, baby, look at the dollar rate and so this is the kind of terrible track record this guy has left in the wake of whatever that is happening. And Ghana, Ghana, look at our debt. Your friend saying your debt to your GDP and then over 100% and over. So tell me, what moral justification would this guy have to come and convince any intelligent mind, say, Sabi, he has something to offer Ghanaians? I think we really need to get serious. And that cramoni, that is absolute crap and nonsense. You see, going forward, we advocate instead that kind of ethnocentric, tribal, sentimental politics, I see you see the whole essence of us sitting on this particular platform. I just want us to elevate the discourse beyond the frontiers of partisan politics, where the average and the ordinary Ghanaian will become enlightened. Say you talk about 2024. Now say ballot, so you definitely find one and vote for the person. But we need to arm the ordinary Ghanaian with information about no processes out of the two evil. Who is better? These are the options. It's not
out of the two evil.
Who is better? Because whatever happens, we need a president. And if you say somewhere and say, men twaba because your friend is people will go and choose for you. So we really need to give them the information, analyze it, and then out of that, you make an informed choice. Say, out of the two evil, who will serve my interest better? Then you make a choice. That is the reason why we are here. And going forward, people will not become emotionally attached to politics. To partisan politics and as a party with this extreme partisan activism, but rather or no the party, he can look into the face of the man and say, I voted for you, but this is not what I bargained for. This is not what I bargained for. I think we need to get